and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Okay, hopefully the stream is going to be working this time. So previously, I actually managed to finish the game, and I was able to get both endings. As far as 100%ing the game, well, that's a whole other issue. At least, like, if I want to 100% the game to the point where it tells me that I have 100% data collected, yeah, I'm still not sure yet. And, yeah, I have it on 69%, so go ahead and you can get it out of your system. Now, though, the only thing that I have left to do, at least in terms of additional content, is the side stories. The side stories and trying to get all of those hidden poems that you get in Act 2. But I'm not going to show all that off. I can do that off screen very easily. So we have the main side stories here, and then after that we're supposed to supposedly get something else out of it. These are completely brand new. I've never seen anything outside of the CGs that were spoiled by certain YouTubers using them as thumbnails. Way to go. Thanks for spoiling it for us. But I suppose even if they hadn't been spoiled for me then, considering it took me like 2 years to finally get back to this game and all, I probably would have been spoiled eventually with it. So, yeah, I suppose nothing to it but to do it now. Begin this side story. I don't know how long these will take, so that's why I'm kind of at least hoping that maybe close to 2 hours will be enough. Very interesting presentation here. Okay, everyone. The Literature Club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? I miss Debate Club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monica is the only member of the Literature Club. In the days that have passed, all her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it over their other club interests. I can't rely on people liking literature. Or, I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision. But what kind of vision? Monica rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. Nighty-night.
Hello?
What the? That was a little freaky. Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awake.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I never do this. Is this the napping club?
Oh my god, the prophecy is being fulfilled.
No, this is...
Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is, in fact, the literature club. This is the Go Home Club.
This is the literature club. Yay! I thought I got it wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional of me to do that.
It was like so totally unprofessional. Like, yeah, I could just die in my seat right now. I don't know, for some reason Monica sounds a bit Valley Girl there. The music, as great as it is, it seems to be blaring a bit too loud for me. Okay, confirmed, you can't save in the middle of these.
Don't apologize. I do that all the time. Oh. Did I miss a club meeting? Where is everybody?
You're looking at everybody.
Well, about that. This is everybody.
Oh, man. Already my mind and Monica's have become one.
Really? Just you?
Just Monica.
But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you... that means I get to be vice president! Wait, vice president?
Yes, vice president. Not rice president.
What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president.
Está loca.
Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. Or, okay, Sayori. I've been trying really, really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I do care. I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that...
Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she doesn't know much about Sayori.
I'm sorry that this isn't, like, a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few more members, at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really?
No.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. Look at all the sleepies in your eyes.
Okay, no.
You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica! That's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling. Well, I didn't say it didn't work.
Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it.
So what do we do first?
We bake cupcakes! Okay, no.
Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that! Cool. And I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission.
A mission and vision statement.
My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs?
No. I'm a weird mutant that doesn't like hugs. Okay, no.
I guess so.
Sayori suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug, then lets go.
Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides...
Sayori whispers loudly.
Hug energy is what keeps me at my best.
I like to whisper too.
Hug energy?
Monica laughs. Although Sayori is very different from her, Monica feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But...
well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited.
Hello, excited. I'm Daniel. Okay, no.
I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too.
And thus the friendship begins. A day passes, and the time comes for the literature club, Monica and Sayori, to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room. But she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori.
It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining? No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. I'm getting kind of worried.
Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper.
Sorry I'm late. I'm here. It's okay. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And...
Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits the sheet onto Monica's desk. Not into Monica's desk! It's not like a piggy bank.
oh, what's this?
Take my hand. We have a new poem here. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Why is this making me think of the Ocean Man song? Ocean Man, take me by the hand, take me to the land that you understand. Ocean Man. Okay, anyway, caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me, while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland that you understand. Okay, no. So it reminds me of the Ocean Man song just because of that rhyme there. It also kind of reminds me of this Uncle Kracker song. The song that it was called Follow Me, I believe. Follow me and I'll make it alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. Something like that.
Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, Sayori? Of course.
Of course!
Wait. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper. Huh? I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed.
Monica flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members.
Oh, this is what you meant to show me.
Although it's still epic foreshadowing to what's going to happen later.
But I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good at it as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week later after I write it, and I'm like...
Wow, this is, like, so stupid. Seriously. To me, it just feels like Monica's turning into a valley girl here. Then again, I'm always saying like a lot, too, so... Maybe I shouldn't be... Like, look who's calling the kettle black. That sort of thing.
Wow, this is so stupid. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be. Or something like that. Ah, you should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to, like, set a good example or whatever.
Seriously, like, I need to, like, set a good example or whatever, otherwise, like, people aren't gonna like me, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, like, how are you even running this place? Like, how are you even getting dressed in the morning? I don't know. It's, like, I'm not complaining, it does make me think, like, she's turning Valley Girl.
You know, I can envision the club doing something like that.
And then they do.
Doing what? You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Oh, yeah! I would love that! It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people, usually. But you can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me, well, even though it was by accident.
Or, so I'm glad you showed me. Maybe that's how it's meant to be read.
Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future. I'd love that. Oh jeez, I'm getting distracted.
Ah, jeez.
Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brainstormed so hard. It was like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster.
Oh my... Oh wait, oops, I didn't mean to... Well, I guess I have a video clip of that now. Like, this is... I could see someone making a meme out of this right here.
Sayori, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes.
I knew it!
I was hungry. But it's a good idea.
Assuming that you have someone who can bake. Hint, hint.
Isn't it? Let me think about this. No. I mean, when will we have the chance to give people cupcakes?
When they walk in the door.
You know, like when they come into the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers?
Then people would only join for the free cupcakes. Or, worse yet, they'll go for the cupcakes, but then they don't come back the next day, and yeah.
I'm, like, kind of worried that would bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know? Wrong kinds? People would just come for the cupcakes and then leave.
See?
Nobody would do that. That would be mean. But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature. Even if they don't know it yet.
We can help them unlock their potential.
Let's see, the next thing on the list... Hunt for people reading books.
Well, that would be easy. Well, unless there are people who don't read books. I'll read books. We're talking about making a sandwich. I'll read books. We're talking about playing soccer. I'll read books.
I don't think I get it.
Well, I get it. You just look for somebody who's reading a book, and if they're reading, they must have some enjoyment of literature, right?
Like going around the school and finding people who are reading books, you know? Like in the morning or during lunch. And we tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem with that is like...
Monica, I'm starting to get the feeling that you're worse than I am at saying like in everything.
Wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something?
Ah, yes. Especially if they're reading like a chemistry book. They're not doing that for enjoyment, they're just doing it because teacher told them to do it.
How do we know if they're just reading for fun? Well, we could ask them. But then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize.
At least you came up with something. See?
You're coming up with...
That's where my tongue stops working.
You're coming up with a lot more things than I am, or than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just putting them up on the wall. I'd definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful!
Sayori, you're always useful. Don't ever think otherwise. And if anyone ever calls you useless, then point me out to them and then I'll just give them a really, really stern talking to about how it's not very nice to call somebody useless. Even though I often have a habit of going useless in my streams or videos.
I never said you weren't. I just need to think. What would we tell people when handing them out?
Join the literature club, or else you will die. No, don't do that.
I don't want to be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. What if you told them about the club activities and stuff? What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori, let's pretend you're a normal person for a second.
Hello, gaggle of friends. I am a normal girl! You see? You see how weird that sounded, Monica?
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer.
Not a random person going around being like, "Hello, gaggle of friends! I am a normal girl!"
How would you react to the idea of a literature club? Probably like... Literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club.
Anime!
What the heck? Sorry, I was thinking of a friend of mine who's totally not going to become the protagonist of this game later. Okay, what if I said that we, like, do group reading and discuss it together?
At this point, I'm just gonna accept Valley Girl Monica.
I would probably nap to that. That's you, Sayori. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway.
Although that was one of the first things that I thought would probably happen in a literature club. You know, well, I mean, before I found out what this game really was, and I just saw a manly badass hero playing it for the first time, and I just, like, tuned in out of curiosity, like, oh, well, I wonder what this is. He's playing it, so there must be something interesting about it. And little did I know, there definitely was interesting stuff about it.
We need to really catch their interest, you know? This sucks. Why is this so hard?
I'm like, I accidentally made her sound even more Valley Girl.
This sucks. Why is this so hard? Monica, don't be sad.
Don't get sad. Get glad.
What do you like about Sayori, or...
What do I like about Sayori? I like a lot of things. Oh. Hello. You can unsubscribe if you want. It won't hurt my feelings. That way you'll never have to hear my name ever again. Anyway, where was I?
What do you like about literature, Sayori?
Not what do you like about Sayori literature?
Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier.
Well, okay, I mean, I'm always glad to have you and more people.
It kind of gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know?
Oh, thank you. It took me years to try to perfect this, and even then I wouldn't say that this is perfected.
It's like... intimate. Yeah. How do we get that across to people? We could be like, express your true self. Be intimate with us!
I think people are gonna get a bad idea. Or they're gonna get the wrong idea if you say be intimate with us.
Sayori, we're not that kind of club. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just kidding.
Okay, yes, because we're not running that kind of club here.
Oh my gosh! What? What is it? I forgot all my things in my classroom! I must have gotten too excited and rushed here, silly me.
Oh, silly me, a spoon can't pick up a steak.
Rushed? But weren't... never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then? I'll forget it if I don't do it now.
That's how I am. If I don't do something right away, then I'll forget about it later.
Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, it'll only take a second.
1 second. Okay, no. I'm not timing her. Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper.
Express yourself. Be who you want to be.
Wasn't that a tagline for a store or something like that? I don't remember. Oh no. That's the Cascada song originally. Except I'll be who you want me to be, and that's totally not what we're trying to do here.
Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out.
Write your way into her heart. Okay, no, that was the tagline for this game.
No.
Oh.
Right into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Wow, that's lame. I hope nobody uses that as a game tagline somewhere. Monica! Ah! You startled me. Sorry, but it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Reading a book? But this is school. Nobody reads books.
Okay, no.
Let's hurry and recruit her. Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework? I could tell she was really into it. She's a very passionate person about reading. Well, I guess we could take a look.
Take a look. It's in a book. It's reading rain. Okay, no. Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Although that's oddly, reading Rainbow would be kind of relevant to this. Sort of. If we were to make like a grown-up version of reading Rainbow. Then the two depart the classroom with Sayori leading the way.
This way! You don't have to run. Otherwise we're gonna have the principal man be like,
no running in the halls. When will you learn? Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper.
See? In here!
Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book.
I feel like a creep doing this.
Well, it's not like you're checking her out and planning on being like, hey there, beautiful. Would you care for a date? Or something creepy like that.
You should go inside and talk to her. Then you won't look like a creeper. Me? You're the president, and I would probably scare her away.
Oh my... Well... Sayori, you're not scary, though, but... Well... I'm just like... Assuming that this is Yuri... I'm just trying to imagine how they would have met, and I almost imagine Sayori being overly friendly might, like, put her off a little bit.
Okay, fine. I'll do it.
Fine. I'll do it myself. Monica takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom.
That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why? What happened? Well, I entered the classroom, and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kinda just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out. No one will ever know! That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now?
The two head back to the club room. Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list, and with Monica coming up with ideas of her own, the two end in a better spot than from where they began. The words are hard. When was the first time I did voice acting? Probably back when I did very, very awful voice acting for the original DDLC back in 2017. Like, seriously, those videos are god-awful, and... like, in a sense, DDLC Plus gives me a chance to redeem myself. And then I've done minor voice acting in Crush Crush. Not the game, but I mean in my Let's Play videos for it.
Well, would you say today was pretty I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah. I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. And I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos!
Alright, no. He's not in this game.
Hey, what's this?
Sayori appears at the sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier.
Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club. We've got jackets. Right the way into your heart? That's so cute! I would totally love to see someone put this as a tagline for a game someday. I thought it was a little overdramatic. But...
Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment.
You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do you mean?
Like... I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong.
Yeah, and I know that feeling all too well.
Yeah, but... would you call yourself a perfectionist?
Yes. Well, I would say I'm like a perfectionist at heart. But Monica is like... I can totally see that for her. How long is this game? Well, ironically, you've caught me after I finished the main game. And the main game, I would estimate, like... if you're trying to get everything, like all the endings and whatever, probably like under 5 hours, maybe. But if you're trying to do all this, then I would say maybe a bit more. And especially if you're trying to do 100%, well then forget about it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 100% on this game. Apparently, I'm only 69% complete with the game. And yeah, no joke. If you were to rewind back to the beginning of the stream, you'll even see, like... data collected, 69%. Oh, okay, so you do know about the main game. Yeah, so I completed the main part of the game already. This is me just doing the side stories. And this is the first one out of all of them. So you caught me at, like, just after I finished the main game, and now I'm starting on the... I guess you can call them bonus features, bonus stories. Well, side stories. Anyway,
would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. And it's like, I can't accept anything less than that. But I think, in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything, so I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So, I'm just really afraid of deviating from that. The vision. What's the vision?
He was a character that was created in Marvel in 19... Okay, no.
It's...
Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs.
I don't know. I just want everyone to...
Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her finger against the sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart.
I think what you're trying to do is make the club...
Make the club that you need the most. Wait, what? I think what you're trying to do is make the club that you need the most. Why does that sentence sound wrong?
Is to make the club what you need the most out of anyone.
See, like, that sounds better.
Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course. But I'm here to help you.
Monica returns Sayori's smile.
It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really going to make this the best club ever.
Sayori nods, and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner. And the only movement is the afternoon sunlight, trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn.
Time to go home? You tell me. You're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too.
Sayori beams and grabs her things.
You can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's alright. I just want some alone time. In that case...
Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica.
Good luck!
Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the club room. Like a Beyblade? Okay, no. Or like a Records? All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed right about now.
The club that I need the most.
Oh, okay, now I think the sentence makes sense. Let's see. Is make the club.
I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone.
As in, your ideal club. Okay, well, never mind. Scratch that, what I said before.
I don't get it.
I didn't get it at first either until I reread that line.
I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to lead people to happiness.
Well, knowing how this game ends up. So who are you playing as? I'm guessing this is like an omniscient narrator. Because there is no MC in these side stories.
Literature's the key to that. Because it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be perfect.
Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk.
Did Sayori leave this behind?
Yes, the main character, that's what the fandom calls him anyway. To my understanding, he does not exist in these side stories, but he does obviously exist in the main game.
I hope this doesn't have her homework in it.
Worried, Monica opens the folder to check.
Poems.
It's a folder of poems. Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower picked, or a feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck. Every day. Pluck, pluck, pluck. So pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You're going to die, and you too. And God, this became very morbid. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction. In the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland, the fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy, and that is why I've decided I must become the flower.
What the... Wait. Sayori?
Yes, I'm as concerned as you are, but we all know what Sayori hides behind that smile. OMG. Who's responsible for creating a Twitter account for Monica? I don't know. I don't know who runs it. Let's see here. Okay, got that. Yep, the poem that reminds me of Ocean Man and Follow Me. And let's see. Acquire all of Sayori's other poems. There was once a ladybug. It was so small. It took a really long time to crawl from here to there. It was very tiring to fly for too long. Nobody squishes ladybugs because they're cute. Does that make them better than other bugs? Do ladybugs know they're cute? I think they're too preoccupied with bug things, and so the ladybug crawled around and did bug things. The story wasn't really going anywhere. But I know you don't mind. I hope you think it's nice for being there anyway. I like ladybugs. I like this ladybug. The one who clings like a doof onto your sleeve because it knows you won't squash it. If it doesn't bug you, will you stay a while? Okay, so I finally got all of Sayori's poems there. Softly lit by the morning sun. Okay. The music. Well, I guess I can just continue with Trust Part 2, in which I get the feeling that things are going to get pretty heavy, so yeah. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem.
I'm so stupid.
Monica, no you're not.
How do I let myself be the center of attention? Sayori's going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around.
Well, unfortunately, even in the main story, MC kind of felt like gobsmacked when he found out about Sayori's depression, so...
What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for this stupid vision.
Sayori enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monika, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Yeah, and... It's like Sayori worries so much about the other people around her and their happiness that she kind of neglects her own, and then, of course, the double whammy being her depression that she deals with.
Monika? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend.
Monika shakes her head.
I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club... You told me I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But... my problems are so trivial compared to yours.
Sayori responds quietly.
What are you talking about?
But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters her realization.
I left my folder here.
Monika stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response.
I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right?
Wordlessly, Sayori nods.
Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me.
Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy.
This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish.
Monika massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things. But, as unfair as it is for Monika to pry, it's also painful for Monika to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend.
I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah.
Monika takes a deep breath.
Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry. And I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But, can you promise me something? Promise you what?
Monika pauses to collect her thoughts.
This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart, or whatever. So, I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that.
Sayori smiles gently.
I'll promise if you promise.
Unable to help it, Monica returns Sayori's smile.
I promise. Me too.
As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities.
So, want to teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitment?
Yeah, that can wait. We have a whole game plot dedicated to that.
It's fine. We have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I need, like, some motivation.
Yes, let's motivate Valley Girl Monica.
I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kinda just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you.
Let the ink flow into the dark puddle. Okay, no.
Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kinds of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story.
Kind of like how that Ladybug poem came out.
You can get your feelings down first, and then make it sound pretty later.
For that, I would recommend you do it in pencil, because in pen, you kind of end up being married to the words you write down.
It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage, where you find all the things you want to put in, and then arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget what's actually important.
Monica pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on. Okay, we'll have fun being married to the words that you... Okay, well... At least that's what one of my old history teachers used to say. Of course, we also used to use laptops back then to submit certain assignments, so... But that was one of the things he would say, like, as opposed to writing it down with pen and paper. And then when you realize you make a mistake, it's like, oh crap, I can't erase this. And you're kind of stuck with that, so... Versus, like, pencil and paper, or even a Word document, you can just go back and fix it up however you want. But, yeah, we're not doing that here.
Stop being a perfectionist, you idiot. I'm just kidding.
Pfft. Imagine if she actually started a poem like that. Monica scribbles out, "you idiot," after she writes it down.
No, keep it!
Really?
Wait, why? What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot?
I'm not calling you for dinner! Okay, no.
Of course not! But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. But I was just...
being stupid, like I sometimes tend to do, especially in these streams. At least that's ironically one of the main things with my channel. It's just a sense of self-expression. So I end up being an idiot a lot, but I'm just here like I just kind of laugh it off.
Well, yeah.
Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites "you idiot." She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. Well, the irony here is, it's like she's directly telling herself, "Stop being a perfectionist, you idiot." You see, exactly.
It's kind of funny how I wrote down that what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did the exact thing anyway. This is really going to take some getting used to. I believe in you.
Believe in the Sayori that believes in you. If you can't believe in yourself... Okay, she does believe in herself.
Thanks. I do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course.
Okay, so she also does believe in the Sayori that believes in her. Monica continues Monica continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. I almost said Monica continues to exercise. Like, this is the exercise club now, apparently. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts.
I need food!
Okay, no. That would probably be one of Sayori's random thoughts.
Phew.
Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Yup, it's 20 random words. Okay, no, we're not doing that either.
Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it.
Aw, it's finished! I hate it.
But it's also kind of liberating. Mm-hmm. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing. With you.
And then the shippers are gonna go crazy. Sayori beams.
I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay! Let's do it!
Monica and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they truly begin to feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Is that... Oh no, it's not over yet. Because there's still a CG that I was spoiled about, that we have yet to see here. Another day passes. And that's why I say that I think we're going to be prepared for some real hurts here. As usual, Monica is the first one to the club room. With her is a printout of the revised Literature Club flyer, complete with all the new ideas Monica and Sayori came up with.
If only this was the flyer we gave to that one girl reading the other day. It's so much more creative than the old one. But
the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Yeah, I suppose, like, if they look at this and wonder, like, what's that all about?
Why do I feel so tense looking at this?
Monica thinks back to the previous meeting, when she performed the writing exercise.
Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be the president if I can't even demonstrate what the club's supposed to be about?
The literature club is truly beginning to take form. But with that, the weight on Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier. Debate club was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints, and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside, not the inside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort.
It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself. For real.
Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Out of spite for herself, she presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. Which, ironically, I think this was one of her writing tips of the day in the actual game. Well, at least she mentions something like this. She creates a second smear on the paper.
Come on, Monica. Just move your hand.
Monica writes, "This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain." Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. The air conditioner seems louder today.
I'm here. Hi.
Monica hears Sayori approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. What else games do I play? Well, I mentioned Crush, and pretty much almost all the games produced by Sad Panda Studios. I play Story of Seasons, aka Harvest Moon. DDLC mods, obviously. And Genshin Impact is probably like one of the biggest things on my channel right now. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. There's probably a lot of other things that I can't really think of right now, but those are like the big ones.
Bad day? Mm-hmm. Me too. You too? The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard on the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's just so hard. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Sayori takes the sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal,
Monica takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it.
Sayori, this is really, really hard for me.
Her voice shakes.
So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true.
Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself.
That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday. I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you. More than I'm scared.
At those words, Monica stands up. Sayori must have taken a few days to work up the courage for this. Were Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push that Sayori needed? Sayori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence.
I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts that I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's
Terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing.
It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. It's like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that.
Sayori pauses, seeming to recall something in the past.
I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone.
Sayori pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person.
How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only 2 people, but it already means this much to me.
Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection as Sayori's emotions radiate between them.
Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare.
Monica steps forward.
But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy. If you'd like.
Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayori rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that of all the days that have passed, this is the one where she really, really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly.
You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise.
Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice.
I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone would be better off without me.
You're not the only one. And it's worse because I've gone down this road before. And yet, I would never know what to say either. When I was younger, I used to have a best friend. Her name was Maggie. And she was like my Sayori. She was almost always very bright and cheerful, and she would always make me smile, and she radiated a lot of positive energy. Except for the days when her depression got the worst of her, and I get sad thinking back to that time, and wherever she is, I just hope she's okay. Sometime after I started college, and before my mother's passing, we kind of lost touch, so I haven't heard from her since then. But wherever she is, I just hope that she's okay, wherever. I felt very powerless then, especially since I didn't know what to do or say for her either. So, in a way, it's almost like when I see all this stuff with Sayori, it just makes me feel like I'm thinking back to Maggie again, and I don't know. If there was a science behind it, well, I would love to hear some answers. But I think I can tell you at least my depression started when my grandmother passed away. And I think I hit the lowest point of my life ever when my mother passed away. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek.
I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything, and it just feels like everyone has to put up with me. And I hate it. I hate it.
The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. Well, who knows? Maybe you can. Unfortunately, I was never able to help Maggie. Of course, I still miss her to this day, and like I said, I doubt that she would ever find this channel or these videos, but I really would like to hope that she's okay wherever she is. I never liked seeing her sad. I would have wanted her to be happy as she can be. But of course I never knew how to do that. Especially considering I was battling my own demons inside.
I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away. And now I'm making you put up with me, and...
As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monika becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now. So she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle.
This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend.
Monika offers a few words of comfort. But she knows, Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are ones that don't belong. And Monika can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them, like any good friend would do.
You have so much value. To me and your other friends, too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really, really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right?
Sayori doesn't respond, but Monika feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two share their embrace for a while longer, Monika letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes.
I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others.
Maggie had her good days and her bad days. As do I.
Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way that they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are.
The two exchange smiles.
You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you ever considered talking to a professional?
Wrestler? Okay, no. Sayori nods.
It's scary, since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course it will always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would.
Sayori suddenly yawns and stretches.
Wow, that made me tired.
Well, you just let out a whole lot of emotions, so of course.
And hungry. Because I need food! Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I just need food. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy.
Monica smiles.
But I might want to get a snack first.
See, I told you. Because she needs food. Damn it, she's hungry! All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. Is that you, Satan? No. The door opens halfway and then stops. A face peeks inside. And then they say, "Here's Johnny!" Okay, no, not that either. A face that seems familiar. Stay focused on our goals. What goals? Oh, right, and apparently, in this universe, Metaverse Enterprise, they're actually using the Team Salvato name as a front. In this universe, obviously, Team Salvato is a real thing in our universe. Unrelated note, whoever changed the color scheme of the desktop to pink, can you please change it back? No! And plus, I didn't change it to pink, I changed it to green. Okay, and here we have this CG, which I had spoiled for me because some people thought, hey, it's a good idea to use this as a thumbnail for my video. It totally won't be a spoiler to anybody who hasn't played it. And that's maybe like one of the gripes I have about people who do that with games. Like, I mean, yeah, it's probably nice and convenient and all. You have a nice flashy thumbnail, but at the same time, it's like you're spoiling it for somebody who's never played it. Music. And I unfortunately do not. Well, since I don't have the playlist recognized and whatever, or track listing. Okay, I now have 77 data collected. Yes, make this the new wallpaper. Out with the old, in with the new. And besides, if anything, I have the Pop-Up Parade Monica like right next to my TV if I ever want to reference the old pose anyway. Although, of course, the old pose is always going to be a classic. Let's see, it's 9:30 now. I don't know. I don't think I'd have enough time to do another full side story just because it seems like each one takes like maybe 40 some minutes to get through. Well, probably 40 some minutes also because I'm talking and reading through it. Okay, so we have trust, understanding, respect, balance, reflection, and self love. And then this will be followed up by, from what I understand, two more bonuses once you finish through all of them. After that, well, I don't know. But for sure, though, I'm not going to be getting 100% yet until I get all those special file, or not special files, blah, the special poems here. So yeah, it's like I have three, four, five, six. Well, that's a weird thing. It says the game says that there's 11 of them, but I only count 10 slots. So by that logic, I'm missing four of them, not five. So I have no idea. And okay, it also looks like I have the sketches. Prototype Monica. And then the promos in which I need to finish the well, for sure I need to finish the side stories for some of them. I need to look at the requirements again, but I know for sure one of them is just to finish the side stories. And let's see. Okay, Sayori's poems, Yuri's poems, Monica's poems. Okay, I'm still missing to get all of Natsuki's poems. Which, well, I guess it's this one right here. And then all of these you can get through the side stories as well. The cookie. Alright, well. Yeah, I guess I might end up having to end this stream a little bit early right now. Yeah, because I usually cut it at about 10 o'clock my time, and it's already 9:40, or, well, 9:38, but almost same difference. So, I guess next time I'm going to pick up on the other side stories, see where those go. And I know a lot of them are supposed to hit heavy, at least based on the CGs that were spoiled to me by YouTubers who seem to enjoy spoiling games for other people. But okay. And I'm guessing I'm just going to head on down the line, so I suppose understanding will be the next one that I cover. And for those of you new to my streams, I usually do DDLC plus streams on Saturdays at around this time, so I guess, yeah, unless anything changes, you can expect that to be the case. But anyway, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with whatever else I do. Stay golden.